Anyway, okay, next part. Okay. Other young women undergo painful surgery to change their bodies. Huh. I gotta be honest. I do not know. I do not know one single black woman who has had any type of cosmetic surgery. I don't think I know one black woman who knows one black woman who's got cosmetic surgery, or big surgery to change their bodies for the sake of black guys. To me, I mean, the average black woman doesn't even have that type of cash to just go spending shit on surgery that's not necessary. Like, if you come across a black woman who's got any type of surgery, then 9 times out of 10 that was a medical operation, not something they decided to get to make themselves look better for black men. All the black women I know of who've gotten plastic surgery are all celebrities with the money to do that, and they do it because they're in showbiz. I mean, plastic surgery is more of a white woman thing, really, because because they're the most likely to get some type of plastic surgery. Because you have white women from all types of backgrounds, wealthy, middle class, even got some poor white people who saving up money for some cosmetic surgery. Usually breast implants, but that's not. But they also, some are getting breast implants, butt implants, Botox injections, and don't forget about tanning. I mean, you got what, when it comes to women altering their bodies for the sake of being attractive, no white woman has everybody beat by a long shot. Nobody even comes close to them and how much they alter their body. And it's not even, like I said, you got white women from all types of backgrounds doing it. So it's not even just celebrity. It's not just celebrity white women. You got average white women who do that shit. I mean, you got white girls who aren't even of legal age yet thinking about what surgery they're gonna get, what type of cosmetic surgery they're gonna get. And yet, despite all the changes that even the average white woman goes through, oddly enough, you never hear white women claiming that they jump through hoops for white men. Strange, isn't it? Go figure. The woman who physically alter themselves the most, you never hear them claiming they jump through hoops for their man. And the woman who alter their bodies the least, claiming how they always jump through hoops for their man. I mean, most black women don't even go to the gym for black men. I'm supposed to believe y'all getting plastic surgery for black men? Come on now, get real. Okay, next part. Change their hair. Oh, come on now. I've been in enough discussions about black women in hair to realize, to know that what black women do with their hair has nothing to do with black men. Any black woman will tell you what they do with their hair is about them, not men. Now, whether or not you want to believe that, that's up to you. Next part. And live a lifestyle they heard men like women to live, all with the goal of winning the favor of men. Okay, I think that really depends on who you're talking to and who you're talking about. Okay, next part. Adult females will spend a fortune on hair and clothing. Okay, stop. Spending money on hair and clothing. Come on now, that's a feminine quality. No matter what race you're talking about here. Okay, next part. Okay. Shame themselves, endure physically or emotionally painful sex acts, and continue to suffer emotional and physical abuse, all while focusing on getting or keeping some man. Black women sometimes wait years for a man to get himself together, to love her, to give her the commitment and relationship she desires. Why do black men try to use emotional withholding and judgment as a tool to control the women in their lives? The concept of dating, relationships, marriage, and how women have been deluded into thinking men are a prize to be one discussed tonight. Okay. On that big chunk right there. Well, first I really gotta ask, what generation of black women is she talking about? Because I can honestly say she sure as hell isn't talking about any black woman in my generation. Any black woman that was born and that was part of Generation Y. Because those black women are the exact opposite of what has just been described. I've encountered way too many black women who believe that no matter what the relationship, no matter what the conditions is, that she should be viewed as the prize in any relationship with a man. That she should be the center, the focus of the relationship. That she should be the center of the man's life who she's in a relationship with. These other women, like, that's normal thinking to the women of my generation, at least. Probably even before my generation also. Especially black women today, they on this whole entitlement. They got this whole damn entitlement complex. So I really wonder what generation she's talking about, because it ain't this current one. Yeah, and all that stuff about black men using emotional withholding and judgments as a tool to control women in their lives. Okay, once again, women jump through hoops for whoever they want to. You jump through hoops for whoever the fuck you choose to. Nobody put a gun to your head and made you jump through hoops. You did that on your own because you wanted that guy. You wanted the same guy who's making you jump through hoops. That's the guy you chose. Yeah, that's the guy. The guy you complained about, that's the guy you chose. The only person making you jump through hoops is you. Yourself. But you know what the main problem is with this description? If you read it out loud, it's this. It basically absolves black women of any and all responsibility, any and all accountability in what they choose to do with their lives. Every flaw, every shortcoming, every neurotic pattern, every pathological behavior that a black woman demonstrates is always the result of black men. It's always our fault. It's either the fault of a particular black man or it's the fault of black men in general. A black woman fucks up her life, it's our fault. It doesn't matter how. It's our fault regardless. At what point does personal responsibility come into play here? At what point do you take accountability for your actions, ladies? When black men fuck up, it's our fault. When black women fuck up, it's still our fault. This is just ridiculous, man. Stop using the victim ideology to escape personal responsibility. Because that's what it is. You're hiding behind the victim role just so you can avoid being held accountable for your actions. That's exactly what it is. Exactly what it is. And you use black men as the scapegoat to dump all of your problems on. And that's how you get black women making these general statements like black women jump through hoops for black men. Such a statement is set up to scapegoat black men as the source of all problems in a black woman's life. Not her lack of poor judgment, not her irresponsibility, not her personal hang-ups, but black men. Black men are the cause of her problems. And black women know exactly what they're doing when they make statements like this. Because when they say crap like this enough times, they know they are pushing the perception that most, if not all, black men are these evil, greedy woman abusers, and that black women are these loyal, helpless victims that get taken advantage of by black men. They want everybody to buy into that perception, because once they buy into that perception, once they get everybody to believe that shit, they know they can avoid responsibility for any mess that they get into. They can now rationalize any personal flaw they have as a result of black men. So instead of saying that I was looking for the wrong guy, I picked the wrong guy, and that's why my life turned out this way, no, they would rather say that they would rather say this: the reason I was in a bad relationship is because most black men use and abuse women, so therefore I didn't have much of a choice. It's not my fault because most black men are this way, and there's nothing I can do about it. You see what I mean? It's like, rather than admitting, hey, you know what, I fucked up, many black women would rather say, no, the problem isn't that I fucked up. The problem is that most black men are fuck-ups, and this is what I have to deal with. Because as long as everyone believes that most black men are fucked up, then nobody's gonna blame black women for anything. They could just dodge responsibility. And the funny thing is, black women have no problem taking credibility for all the positive actions in their life. Black women will be the first one to take credit for anything praiseworthy that she has done in her life, and she should be. She should take credit for anything, for all her positive actions. But when the issue is something negative, okay, now it's time to bring in black men. And it's real fucked up what they do, man. They would rather demonize black men just for the sake of getting out of taking responsibility for the bad things in their life. Rather than taking any kind of personal criticism, black women would sacrifice the image of black men as a whole. So what if everybody starts to believe that black men are these evil, savage beasts who take advantage of women? That's a risk black women are more than willing to take. Protecting the individual egos is more important than the destruction of the black male image. Yeah, so everybody thinks black men are monsters, but hey, at least no one's gonna hold us responsible for our dumbass actions, and that's what's most important. Oh, and speaking about bad relationships in the black community, how come no one ever talks about the black men who were taken advantage of by the black woman in their lives? What about the black men who take care of women and her kids only to be underappreciated? What about the black men who work hard to take care of a woman, and in return she turns around and cheats on him with one of his friends or co-workers? What about the black men who get used by women, thinking that she really loves him, but in reality she only wants him for his money or for what other material possessions he can give her? I mean, what about the black men who get physically abused by the women in their lives? I mean, they're out there. Those men do exist, and y'all know they exist. And black women know these men are out there, but they don't want to talk about them. You know why they don't want to talk about them? It's because those stories would humanize black men. Those stories would give black men human characteristics. And we can't have people thinking that black men are actually human beings. I mean, with feelings and with the capacity to love. Shit, we can't do that. We can't have that now. Yeah, those stories threaten the black woman victim ideology. So black women do their damn best to ignore these stories and do whatever they can to keep these stories as silent as possible. Well, anyway, that concludes my take on the issue. Well, this has been another public service announcement by the Truth Bearer One. Peace out.